um, LGBTQA plus rights, racism, women's rights, all of these issues. I'm really, really happy they're getting the attention that they're getting. After all, I directly benefit from the progress that's being made because these issues are finally getting the attention that it deserves. What I just hope to happen is for issues that are closer to home to take priority. There are other pressing issues that are closer to home, to us, and I'm talking about Asia. Uh, Issues that are more basic, that deal with the most basic of human rights: food, shelter, safety, education. There's Myanmar, for example, who's now under the revolutionary regime, but I don't see a lot of people talking about them on social media, on media, mainstream media. I barely see anybody talking about them. There's still India that's still struggling with COVID-19. Other Asian countries with overwhelming cases of child marriages and child abuse. I think 3 of the top 10 countries with child marriages are actually from Asia. There's still miseducation about our culture. Within Asia, there's so many languages and so many cultures, so many religions and beliefs that it's so hard to understand each other. But it's not an excuse to not try. I hope that we spend more energy in dealing with the problems of our own over the problems of North America. Again, I'm not saying these issues are not important. They are important issues. And yes, we are capable of dealing with multiple issues and multiple problems. And it's important for us as human beings to support the causes that we believe in. But between survival and living our lives, there's only so much free time that we can have to extend ourselves to sort of pick other things that is beyond the basics. So as I've said, racism is an important issue. When people in your neighboring countries are dying regardless of the race or the age or the gender, they're dying just because they have nothing to eat, or they're dying because somebody's just killing them and nobody's getting held accountable. That's more important. It's really more important for us. Some people, I understand that it's easy to get caught up in the glitz and the glamour and the rush of being in social media and joining a cause that's bigger than us. I understand that. But we have to understand that Twitter, Facebook, and other social media, these are not real places. And many of the people there, not all, but many of the people there aren't even real people. They made up a character that they know is marketable. They support causes that they know will get them the attention, and then they shun others that don't share their own opinion. And that's a sign that this person actually do not want to grow, and that they don't even really care for their own cause. Because if they care for their own cause, they would welcome discussion. But when you're shunning other people, that's just a sign that you just want to be popular and you're not concerned about progress, or you're not concerned about progressing with the cause that you're supporting. When a lot of these people, they bash and they cancel other people. But when you find yourself in a place that don't welcome your point of view, that shame you, that place that shames you for sharing your own belief and your own principle, if you find a place that refuse to recognize that you have your own religious belief, your own values, your own perspective, and your own practicals, then you're in the wrong place. Social media influence is actually not as powerful as we think it is. J.K. Rowling, who was famously cancelled in Twitter, she's still good. Her books are still being sold. She's still selling a lot of books, still being sold in many publications, online or offline. Bookstores, online or offline. Many of her works is still being used for movies, theater, TV shows, and they're still earning a lot. The baby lost some gigs, but he's still one of the most streamed artists in many streaming sites. But the bigger thing that we need to realize is that he is still in all of the streaming sites. So, it's proof eternal that many of these companies, they don't care. They just want to earn. There's Scarlett Johansson. She was famously canceled because she said as an actress she should be allowed to play any role, any race, any animal, because that's called acting. She later on said that she was taken out of context. But she's doing 2 Marvel movies. She's doing Sing 2 and Asteroid City, and she also got 2 Oscar nominations last year. That is so far from being canceled. And there's Kevin Hart and Ellen DeGeneres and Dave Chappelle. They're all doing so well, and they were all canceled. And I think the thing is that after being canceled, they have proven themselves to have the fortitude against the mob. They actually become more powerful. So what does this tell you? It just tells you that it is important to speak out. It is important for you to join conversations. But what is more important is for us to take action. So if you believe in something, we need to do something about it. And so we need to put more into action. So instead of trying to cancel somebody out, why don't we pour our energy into supporting somebody that we believe is consistent with our values, and somebody that deserves the attention and the support that we can give. Don't count on trends as a victory. Trends are just algorithm that somebody programmed, but they're not real life situations. Don't get swayed by the glitz and the glamour of social media. Don't join a cause just because a lot of people are joining that cause. Ask yourself, who are these people that are speaking out? When there's a celebrity speaking against something, ask yourself, well, who is she? Who are the people behind her or him, the team, her team or his team? Who are these people? Who are the people that are investing in the career of the celebrities and are earning from their career? Most of the celebrities are just standing on the shoulders of the very people they claim to fight. So that's just Hollywood. Hollywood is Hollywood for a reason. But more importantly, pour all of your energy on things that you can change, things that will directly affect you, things that are closer to home. I'm not saying that we shouldn't speak out on issues that are plaguing North America. They are important, and it is healthy for us to participate in all of this discussion. It is one world. We're living in the same world, so we do need to care for each other. But I'm just saying we have issues closer to home that are more important because they all involve basic survival, children's rights, and food and shelter and justice and stuff. So I hope we can all come together too. If we can cancel, if we can actually cancel somebody, let it be that person who's causing problem in our own country or in the neighboring country. That's it. I was just an appeal for us to help out other Asians like us.